Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Lucia's Kitchen. Today's recipe is pecan tassies. It's one of my old favorite recipes. It was handed down to me by my godmother, and it's a very simple recipe to make. All you need is flour, brown sugar, 1 egg, Philadelphia cream cheese at room temperature, butter at room temperature, vanilla, pecans, crushed pecans, a little bit of salt, and an ungreased mini muffin pan. Okay, so let's get started. So we're only going to make the dough, the pastry part of it, because it has to sit in the refrigerator for an hour, and then we'll come back and do the filling of it. So what you need is, you need 3 ounces of cream cheese. So this is an 8-ounce bar. And the easiest way to do it is there's lines here. So you just count 1, 2, 3. So you just knife it right here. Okay, save the rest if you want to make another batch. You can also double your recipe, but I'm not doing that today. Okay, and we need a 1/2 cup of butter, and this is a 1/2 cup, 1 stick. I use Earth Balance in all my recipes, but feel free to use real butter. I use a vegan spread to get my trash. Okay, and then I need 1 cup of flour. So I'm gonna measure out my 1 cup. There we go. You'll see how easy this recipe is, and boy, are they really good. That's 1 cup. All right. So I have a spurtle, so I'm just going to cut into it, and all you have to do is blend. And kind of smash the butter into the cream cheese. You may want to come closer to the camera. Okay. That's why you want to do it at room temperature. It's easier to blend. And this is all done by hand. All right, see, it's starting to really blend nicely together. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to start putting the flour in. I'm just going to work it. See how that's starting to flake and break apart? A little bit more flour. And if you can see how it's starting to break apart, and then I just dump the rest of it. It's just easier to work. You can dump it all at one time. It's just easier for me to work with the flour little by little. And then I do get my hands dirty towards the end. And I just get my hands in there, and I just kind of knead it a little bit. Mix up my hands. And what you're going to do is form it into a ball. Okay, now we're ready to make the filling for the pecan tassies. So what we're going to need is, we're going to need some brown sugar. And I use the light brown sugar from Domino's. And we need, let's see, 3/4. Let's grab my spoon. So we need 3/4. There we go, and I usually like to pack it. The brown sugar makes it, oh, so good. So I'll just get my 3/4 here. I'll pack it in there. Okay, so that's 3/4 right there. And I need 1 egg. And what you're going to do is you're going to beat it. I'm going to get close. I'm gonna mix that brown sugar, just like this, just to show you. Then I need 1 tablespoon of butter, and I just go by right here, go down, room temperature. So we take 1 tablespoon. There we go. Mix that together. It's breaking up nicely, look at that. All right. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Always add a little bit extra because I love the smell of it. Oh, it's so good. Okay. And then a pinch of salt. There you go. Good luck. You're mixing that up. And then 2/4 cups of pecans. 2/3. Stop. Let's see. Of the chopped up pecans. Okay, put that right in there. Whisk it together. Mix it all up. It's that easy. And that's going to be the filling for the little pastry cups. Okay? We'll let that sit. I have a few more minutes on my dough in the refrigerator, and we'll be back. So now I have the chilled dough. It's been an hour, and I have my filling for the cheese pastry. So now you want to use a mini muffin pan, and you're not going to grease it at all. So what you're going to do is you're going to make about 1 inch to 1.5 inch balls, and what you're going to do is you're just going to make a little ball and just put it in there. Very simple. I tend to make a little bit bigger ones, so it depends how big the cup you want. So this. So I kind of cut in 3s just to put it in there. It's a little bit too big. And this process continues on. So I use one of these wooden, put some water, whatever it's called. And what you can do is you can actually use flour to keep it going, but I tend not to. We'll see how far I get. So what you're going to do is get close. You're going to flatten them out into like a little cup. See, here we go. And luckily for me, it's not sticking, but if it does stick, you just have to flour the bottom of it. You can also use your, if you want to, if you don't have that, you can use your thumb and kind of just build around it if you like. So you just want to make enough of an imprint to fill it. See, I didn't even need flour. I did get lucky. Sometimes I am not as lucky. So you see, like, that's not as filled. So I'll go in because I like it a little bit filled. And then I just go back in. See how that fills it out nicely? So I want a little bit more of depth in this one. And let's see. You don't have to do this. I just want them to be a little bit deeper. I think the rest of them look pretty good. I may just add a little bit more here, just to make that, and probably add here. All right, so there you go. All right, so that's what it's supposed to look like, okay? So now I have the pecan filling. So what you want to do, let me get a smaller spoon. All right, so you just want to put a little bit in there. Just like what I'm doing. Fill the little cup. This is so, so good. I can't begin to tell you. It's really the pecan with the brown sugar. It just, I don't know, it's just, oh my God. They present well. It looks like a sophisticated dessert when they're done. It plates really well. It looks so complicated that anytime I've served these, they're like, oh my God, Lucy, it must have taken you hours. So you want to fill this in. And you want to preheat your oven to 350 for 25 minutes, or you can tell when something's done. They have that golden brown look to them. I have to be really honest, this is my godmother's recipe. I cheat. I have a convection bake oven, so I put it at 400, and I just keep a close eye on it. So here we go. Wait till you see what they look like when they're fully cooked. Believe me, they're magnificent. You're going to impress yourself by baking this. It's one of the easiest recipes. Sometimes I double the recipe, and I have to be honest with you, it doesn't always come out that great. So what I do is I just, I'd rather use a clean bowl and do a double recipe, like start over. It always comes out better that way. I'm just really picky. Okay, here we go, almost done. And last one. All right, so set your timer for 25 minutes so you can check on them at 350. I'm gonna put mine at 400, and I'm just gonna be here to check on them. There you go. Let's check. Fantastic. Oh, and now they are done. They're officially done. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is, let me just put this back on. Okay, now this is the challenging part. Just pulling these out. Now see, some of these will pop out easily, but some of them we have to use a little knife to go around because there's some stickiness. Now see this one? You just want to loosen up a little bit. I'm just going to go around them first because I'm doing it when they're really hot. I want that to cool a little bit. Go around this one. Kind of want to work quickly. Oh, hold on. A little piece came off. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I'm working against the clock here. Just want to use a little bit of a napkin. Okay. You just see how they just slide out then? Here we go. That's one. So see how nice they look? This one's, okay. And this is what they look like. So, plating them. Okay. That is what it looks like. And I'm going to taste one. Here we go. Oh my God. We have a cheese pastry, cans on top. It is that brown sugar. And the nuts. So delicious. Please enjoy.